Hi, welcome to another episode of Jim Merritt's Indiana. I'm Jim Merritt. We're coming to you from FlexForm Technology, and this is Greg Bombaugh. We are talking about hemp today. We're talking about that material that can help with the interior of an automobile. Greg, we just took a tour of the facility, and you showed me this and how you can make this. Would you kind of go through the process of this? And this is imported from Bangladesh. It's imported from France and different places around the world, and we can grow this here.
Oh yeah, I would love. Yeah, first of all, thank you so much for allowing me to be on your show. Appreciate it, and I'd be happy to explain what we do. As you mentioned, we take this natural fiber, which is primarily a jute plant, and we combine it with this material, which is a synthetic polypropylene. We blend it together in a non-woven process, and it turns out like this material right here. And then this material
looks like a coaster.
Yeah, well, this is. I mean, that's what they can be used for.
Uh-huh.
And so here's another piece. And so what we do is, this is what we sell to our customers, and they take the material, and then they turn around and heat it up and press it in a cold mold and form it into a shape like this. For instance, this is a part that went into a Ford Escape, and it was called a door bolster. So in this part right here would be where the armrest is. And so that's what our customers do with the part. We have other pieces here. For instance, this part goes into, I believe, a Mercedes C-Class sedan. And as you can see, the color, this brown is our material. Mm-hmm. And then they have these backside injection molded plastic on it to provide additional strength characteristics. This part right here, on the backside of it, you would see our material, and it went into a Buick LaCrosse, and this is what the rear window shade looked like. So you can see the speakers, and that was an opening for a window shade. And so we make parts that go, or we make substrate materials that goes into GM vehicles like the Chevy Equinox, the Chevy Suburban, Tahoe, Cadillac Escalade. Their doors are made out of our material. We got material that goes into the Mercedes G-Class vehicles that are built in Vance, Alabama. So those are just a few of our customers that utilize our material.
Now, this is about a 20-year company. How old is this company?
The company was started in 1999. Mm-hmm. It's been in the current ownership group since 2001. Mm-hmm. So, so this is 20 years that the current ownership group has owned the company, and we import most of our material, this natural fiber material, we import from primarily Southeast Asia, and it's a jute material. It would be wonderful for us to be able to buy domestically grown hemp in the U.S. so we don't have to import material and ship it, however, 25,000, whatever it is, 12,000 miles on a boat, and it takes anywhere from 8 to 10 weeks to arrive here. It would be wonderful to be able to buy material that is grown in northern Indiana, processed in northern Indiana, and we can call up and have stuff delivered in a day's notice. Mm-hmm. It would help us logistically, it would help pricing, and quite frankly, it would help us from a green gas perspective.
So it's environmentally sound.
Environmentally, absolutely. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's number one, it's an annually grown crop, mm-hmm. so that is good for the farmers. Mm-hmm. And number two, the fact that you don't have the logistics issues with it saves on carbon and the environment.
And we have
all
the
those
weather,
things would be great.
We have the weather, the climate in Indiana. We have the soil in Indiana, and
it's my understanding from Purdue, from their ag department, that northern Indiana has some of the best soil and best weather to grow hemp as any place in the world. Mm-hmm. It's a kind of a sandy soil, and in the summer you have long days, which is good for growing that type of crop. Mm-hmm. So it would be a great rotation crop mm-hmm. for the farmers in northern Indiana.
So we need a hemp processing plant, really.
Yes, that's what you can grow it now. Mm-hmm. But the problem is for us to use it, instead of being a stock, it needs to be in this form right here, mm-hmm. cut, basically 3 to 4 inches long, very clean, no bark, no shives, and that is what the type of material we need and our customers are asking for.
Mm-hmm. And give me some numbers. How much jute, hemp, how much fibrous, non-woven fibrous material do you have use for in a week's time, in a year's time?
Well, typically for our natural fiber material, which is the hemp and jute, we'll use about 60,000 pounds a week.
60,000 pounds a week.
So that is, if you look at a 52-foot long semi, that's 1.5 of those trucks a week is what we typically use.
And we were talking about acreage. You're talking a lot of big farms. So you've got and they will come, won't they?
Yeah, I would say, I don't know exactly what the numbers are, but I've heard anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000 acres is what it would take to supply us annually.
And just you?
Just us.
Yes.
Just for our
because if you are growing it, there are other uses.
Well, and that's as of today. If we can be more economical in what we're buying, and that's going to allow us, we're competing against injection molded plastic, fiberglass, things that really aren't as what I would say more green friendly, but we have to compete quality, we have to compete in price. And once we can do that, then there's a lot more business that can be had, because Tesla is now looking at using
I
this
saw
material.
Tesla on the list.
Yes, we supply to Tesla.
Yes.
And they're looking to outfit almost their entire interior using natural fiber material.
Wow.
So, now whether you can believe Tesla's projections as far as how many vehicles are going to sell, that's another story. But there's still, even at their current rate, there's still a lot of, if you look at the interior of those vehicles, including their trunks, there's a lot of material, within one vehicle that would, we could definitely expand our business on that.
Well, it was a terrific tour, and I very much appreciate it. These are little hidden economies that need just a push, and we need to take advantage of our business atmosphere in Indiana, our business climate. Number one, two, our soil, and three, our actual weather, our climate. And Greg, I very much appreciate you taking me around and touring the facility. You have about 35 employees.
Correct.
And you do have a plant in South Korea, which is great. But the bottom line is if we could grow his material, jute, hemp, the fibrous material, that his business could really take off. And this is a little hidden, great little quiet economy that needs just a spur. And appreciate it. And you're watching another episode of Jim Merritt's Indiana.